Imagine living without a refrigerator. Scary, right? For most of us that sounds like a nightmare. But for the Amish, it's just another day. They've mastered time-tested techniques to preserve meat without a single watt of electricity. Curious about how they do it? Stick around, we're diving into these ingenious methods that not only keep meat fresh but make it taste even better. Now you might think of salt as just a seasoning, something to give your food that extra oomph. But for the Amish, it's a preservation powerhouse. We're talking full-on, coat it liberally, salt is your best friend kind of deal. See, salt draws out moisture, and without moisture, those pesky bacteria that spoil your food just can't survive. They rub it in, they pack it on, they make sure every nook and cranny gets its fair share of the salty goodness. This ensures that the salt penetrates deep, preserving the meat from the inside out. And the result? A richly flavored cut that lasts for months, ready to be transformed into a hearty meal. Think about that, months. No fancy refrigerators, no complicated gadgets, just the power of salt and time-honored techniques. Walk into an Amish kitchen, and you'll likely be greeted by a sight that's both comforting and intriguing. Hams and sausages hanging from the rafters, bathed in a gentle haze of smoke. This, my friends, is not just about infusing flavor, it's about harnessing the power of smoke to preserve meat for months on end. It's a dance of heat, smoke, and reduced moisture, a delicate balance that the Amish have perfected over generations. The selection of wood is crucial here. We're talking hickory, applewood, maybe even a bit of cherry for a subtle sweetness. Each wood imparts its own unique aroma, its own personality to the meat. It's like choosing the right spice, but instead of a sprinkle, you're enveloping the meat in a fragrant cloud of flavor. Now, we've talked about the power of salt, but the Amish have another trick up their sleeves, a sweet and savory secret weapon: sugar curing. That's right, sugar isn't just for cookies and cakes, it plays a vital role in preserving meat, especially when it comes to bacon and hams. The Amish rub a mixture of salt and sugar onto the meat, ensuring an even coating. The salt goes to work drawing out moisture while the sugar slowly dissolves and penetrates the meat, adding a touch of sweetness and helping to break down tough muscle fibers. The result? Bacon and hams that are not only shelf-stable but also incredibly tender and flavorful. It's a testament to the Amish understanding of flavor, their ability to use simple ingredients to create culinary masterpieces. Now, let's talk about a flavor profile that might make your mouth pucker just thinking about it: vinegar. Yes, that tangy, acidic liquid that's a staple in salad dressings and pickles also happens to be a secret weapon in the Amish arsenal of meat preservation. We're talking about vinegar brining, a technique that's been used for centuries to preserve sausages, fish, and other meats. The Amish take this tradition to heart, combining vinegar with a medley of spices and herbs to create a brine that's both flavorful and functional. The acidity of vinegar is the key here. It creates an environment that's inhospitable to bacteria, effectively hitting the pause button on spoilage. But the Amish don't stop there. They understand that preservation is just one part of the equation. Flavor is equally important. That's where the spices and herbs come in, adding layers of complexity and depth to the brine. Now we're about to delve into a traditional technique that might seem a bit unfamiliar to some, but trust me, it's a testament to the resourcefulness of the Amish and their ability to utilize every part of the animal. I'm talking about rendering lard, a process that transforms animal fat into a versatile ingredient that's both delicious and surprisingly effective at preserving meat. The Amish carefully melt down the fat, removing any impurities, until they're left with a pot of pure golden lard. This liquid gold, as I like to call it, is then used to preserve meats in a variety of ways. One common method is to simply coat the meat in a layer of lard. This creates an airtight seal, preventing oxygen from reaching the meat and spoiling it. But lard isn't just a one-trick pony, it also adds a richness and depth of flavor to the meat, a savory note that's hard to resist. Now let's journey beneath the ground, into the cool, damp embrace of an Amish root cellar. These subterranean wonders are more than just storage spaces. They're carefully designed ecosystems, microclimates that harness the Earth's natural insulation to create the perfect environment for preserving cured meats. The Amish are masters of passive cooling, understanding the delicate balance of temperature and humidity needed to keep their cured meats in pristine condition. They carefully select locations for their root cellars, often digging them into hillsides to take advantage of the Earth's natural insulation. Ventilation is key here. allowing fresh air to circulate while maintaining a consistent temperature. The Amish achieve this through strategically placed vents, creating a natural airflow that keeps the air fresh and prevents spoilage. Inside the root cellar, cured meats hang from the rafters, each one a testament to generations of tradition and culinary know-how. The cool, damp air slows down the aging process, allowing the flavors to develop and deepen over time. When the first frost descends and snow covers the fields, the Amish embrace the cold to utilize nature's freezer. Large cuts of meat hang from wooden frames, glistening with frost. They select larger cuts and wrap them in cheesecloth. The key is to keep the meat consistently cold. The Amish monitor the temperature, moving meat if necessary. Let's step into the world of ancient preservation techniques used for centuries to preserve food. Drying meat transforms fresh cuts into shelf-stable snacks that can last for months. For the Amish, it's a tradition connecting them to their ancestors. Thin strips of meat seasoned with salt and spices hang like colorful flags. Lean cuts are selected to avoid rancidity. The meat is sliced thinly and rubbed with salt and spices. It's hung in a well-ventilated area, protected from direct sunlight. Now, let's step into the bustling heart of an Amish kitchen where the aroma of simmering spices and the gentle hiss of a pressure canner fill the air. This is the magic of pressure canning, preserving the Amish bounty. Rows of glistening jars filled with colorful fruits, vegetables and meats, a testament to Amish self-sufficiency. They seal the jars tightly, ensuring a secure seal that prevents any air from entering. The pressure canner heats the jars, ensuring the food inside is safe to eat for months. Let's journey back to the days of nomadic tribes and their long journeys across unforgiving landscapes. Pemmican, an ancient food source, sustained generations, a testament to human ingenuity and preservation. Imagine dried meat, rendered fat and berries, pounded into a compact, portable form. For the Amish, it's a reminder of resourcefulness, transforming simple ingredients into sustenance. The process is labor-intensive but rewarding. It starts with drying lean meat until it's hard and brittle. The dried meat is pounded into powder, increasing its shelf life. Next comes the rendered fat, often from bison or deer, mixed with powdered meat, creating a calorie-dense mixture. The Amish have turned meat preservation into an art form, using techniques that are as effective today as they were centuries ago. From salt curing to smoking, every method is steeped in tradition, practicality, and a touch of culinary magic. Their ways remind us that sometimes, simplicity holds the key to sustainability. These techniques aren't just about preserving food, they're about preserving a way of life, a connection to the land and the rhythms of the natural world. The Amish remind us that food is more than just fuel. It's a celebration of tradition, a testament to human ingenuity, and a source of deep satisfaction. Which Amish method impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insights into timeless traditions.